Oh, damn. I am tired. It's like my first night back at work in like week and a half. Hopefully we can get into a game. Hopefully it's not too laggy. We don't get kicked. Been pretty fortunate, pretty lucky so far. Here we go. Just a little after 4:30 in the morning.
A perfect start on the line. It's Clary Ridley for EA Sports. The Bengals come into play here with 2 victories under their belt in their first 2 games. If they can repeat that for 2 more, they'll have themselves a title. Their opponents here, the Atlanta Falcons.
This game is underway. And now Patterson. And he runs it out to about the 27 before he's taken down. Bradford's all by himself in the backfield for this snap. The Bengals from the 27. It's intercepted.
Thank you.
And that pick could be an early momentum swing.
Man, when you're a quarterback and you throw an interception early, sometimes that's hard to overcome. You got to talk to yourself and just try to stay aggressive.
Aaron Rodgers will be under center. The Falcons from the 37. He's wide open for the grab.
What we're seeing so many times now in this league is the tight ends are getting so good that they have to condense the pass coverage to make sure they stop them, and it's opening up the wide receivers to have a better chance to catch the football.
How you perform inside the red zone is often the difference in a game, and we'll get an early taste of that.
No doubt about it, Jim. You got to be creative when you get in the red zone. We'll see what the offense calls.
Rings it in for the score in the end zone. That's a terrific start for this team, Phil, with the early touchdown.
Yeah, just the way they planned it, man. You get in there during the week, you practice, you look at all that film, and then you say, here's going to be our starting plays for the game. You go out there, you run them, and you score. That is a great feeling.
Oh, that's horrible.
Brown's got it. And the tackle is made. The offense will start their drive from about the 31. The Bengals offense back on the field trying to make up for that costly mistake. The last time they had the ball, the turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake, let it go, and go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points.
The Bengals snap it at the 31.
The Bengals offensive coordinator, he has to be frustrated by that play. I think he calls the right play, but what happens? The run loses yards. That's just a bad job at the offensive line.
The Bengals will take the snap from the 30. Scanning the field, and he's thrown to the ground.
Oh, my gosh, when you take those blindside hits, the first thing you think of as a quarterback when you get up, did somebody make a mistake, or did I make the mistake not seeing that guy coming?
The Bengals have it at the 24. Got hit on release. What did their defensive coordinator say to us on Friday, Phil? Something like third down is where we need to win this football game. He's got to be pleased with what he's seen so far.
Absolutely. They love it. Third down defense is what it's all about in the NFL, and the defense came through that time with a nice stop.
Again, we'll try and return this one. Picks up 8 here. The Falcons offense preparing to get this drive underway. Their last drive actually ended in a touchdown, Phil. We'll see if they still have it in them to issue a repeat performance.
Well, what you saw in that last drive was everything just came together perfectly for him. The experience of the football team, the talent of the players, and the coaches helped them out, and they got it done.
Steve Smith Sr. with the catch. And Revis in on the tackle.
Well, there's a lot of ways to get it done. Just remember, throw it to the open guy. You never know what's going to happen afterwards. Short pass that time turns into a long gain. Good job by the wide receiver.
No margin for error from just outside the goal line. Over, touchdown, Atlanta Falcons.
You spend so much time in this league. Once you get in the red zone on the offensive side, all these different plays, knowing you must be efficient. You need to score touchdowns instead of kicking field goals. Well, you can feel good now because you got it in there.
The Falcons for the extra point. And the point after is good.
Keep playing well. Let's keep playing well.
The Bengals are ready to return the kick. Patterson's got a chance for a return. And he runs it out to about the 27 before he's taken down. The Bengals got absolutely nothing out of their previous possession, and here they are back on the field. Another 3 and out, I would have to think, would be very demoralizing to this team right now, Phil.
Yeah, it's going to be demoralizing to the offense, but I'll tell you who's going to be more demoralized is the defense, because they need to sit on the sidelines and get a little rest. So I know there's a lot of pressure on this offense right now.
Sam Bradford going down the field, but it's incomplete. The offensive lineup includes tight end Julius Thomas, a former college basketball player at Portland State.
Yeah, how about that transition? He plays 1 year of football at Portland State, becomes a 4th-round draft pick, and then he just has an outstanding year in 2013. He is a terrific athlete.
And that's a gain of 13.
You got to be agile when you make these kind of catches, running these short drag routes across the field. That time we saw the agility of the receiver. Nice catch.
Bradford's setting up now in the pistol. First down at the 40. He runs with it right up the gut. Now they take the football onto the opponent's side of the field.
You're running back in this league and you pick up first downs and you don't fumble the football, I promise you one thing, you're going to get more carries.
First down at the 44. And the pass goes incomplete. Ryan in on the coverage. This defensive front is so often disruptive and in the quarterback space. 2nd and 10 coming up. The Bengals have it at the 44. He'll throw it over the middle.
You're lucky, man.
Gonna take it home for the touchdown.
lack of hustle, bad tackling, you name it. They allowed the short throw and catch to go all the way down the field for a score.
Got a flag. Add the extra point. The kick is good. Players from both sides making an appeal, but the officials saw it on the defense.
The whole quarter. It's hard because they don't have a really good running back or line.
And this is Ginn running it out. And he's out across the 20 and tackled at the 21. The Falcons back on the field with their offense now. They've scored on each of their last 2 drives and have to be feeling pretty confident right now at the start of this one.
Yeah, it is amazing what the mind can do sometimes on the football field. You go out there and you score, and you feel like nothing can stop you. So would not be surprised to see him go out there and have success again.
First down at the 21. And a gain of 4.
Nice run that time. When you run the football like this, over a period of time, it's going to wear that defense out. There's no doubt about it. Nice job by the offensive line.
Second down after going to the ground game the first play. Quarters formation here for the defense. The give out of the eye. And he's tackled down after picking up the first.
If you're running back and you want more carries, do things like this. Read the defense right, read the blocking, and pick up first downs. That's a really good job by the running back.
Falcons still possess the football as we begin the second quarter. And the second quarter is underway with this snap.
Oh well, so good. And we're leaving this up, I think, to the top.
The Falcons snap it at the 31. Gonzalez is there to catch the ball that had a lot of heat on it.
Inside zone.
That long gain sets them up here on this play. Takes it out of the eye. Coleman's there to take him down.
When you run the football like this and you show toughness, there is no doubt. When you fake it and try to throw the football down the field, the quarterback's going to have all day to get it done.
The Bengals defense now loading up, expecting pass with a dime defense. The Falcons will take the snap from the 35.
Always good to have these types of runs. Yeah, it's not a first down, but it sends a message. It shows everybody that you can run it when you want to, and also it opens up so many other things for your offense.
Third down on the way. Screen. Jarring hit that time. Knocks the ball free.
The Falcons know to win in the NFL, you got to pick up third downs. It doesn't matter how you do it. Third and short, they go with the pass. Not executed very well. Now it's fourth down.
The offense is still on the field right now. Fourth down, and they'll need to pick up 2. Falcons break huddle and show a jumbo look. The Falcons from the 32. They're going to run it on the toss. And Revis in on the tackle.
Good coaching on the defensive side. Everybody stays at home. They stay in their gap, and they hold that run to a short gain.
This will be the 8th play of this drive. Bradford set in the pistol.
They're changing things here. The quarterback changing. He's giving the receiver some new instructions.
Ford with the short hands.
Good job that time by the ball carrier, picking up what he can, and he is very smart. Gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
The unders, the drags.
At the 34, 66 yards from pay dirt. 2 tight ends on the field here. 2nd and 6. Makes the catch in the open field. Myers there that time for the tackle. The Bengals will use a timeout here. They'll talk it over before running a play on first down. Let's see how they back up the big play here. Going for the deep ball. Second down following that incompletion.
Slide to the right, slide out.
Ford has the ball.
Situations you go over so many times in practice and training camp. Know what's going on the offensive side, how to preserve time. Good job that time by the offensive player. Get out of bounds and giving his team more chances to get it done here in the first half.
Looking across the middle, over the middle, and incomplete that time.
Lots of ways to attack cover two. There's no doubt about it. You can throw it underneath. You can pump fake the safeties, make one of them move, and still throw it deep down the field.
Second down and 10. Leaps in the air and has it.
Nice job that time by the tight end. Makes the catch, and you got to look out for him now in the NFL. Remember, they're usually the closest receiver to the quarterback. Quarterback gets in trouble, he's going to look for the tight end.
First and goal. The give. Good for only a yard.
If you want to run the football to success, you're going to have plays like this where they pick up very little yardage. Don't listen to the fans. Keep running it, and it'll work.
Second and goal from the 8. And Brown brings it in. And it's Ray Maualuga who makes the hit.
Can the defense come up big in a situation like this? You got a 7-point lead. I think you need to be aggressive. Attack this offense.
Third and goal at the 4. Runs it across for the score. Touchdown. Heading toward halftime, and the complexion of this game certainly has changed as they've now tied it up with the touchdown.
Yeah, when you're tied up at halftime, you don't know how to look at it sometimes. Are we doing great, or are we not playing well enough? Each team, each coach has to go in there at halftime and give his team some new ideas.
Playing good. We can play good.
Perhaps the best ever. Hester on the return. And he's going to be brought down right around the 33-yard line. The Falcons will line up now. Tie game, second quarter. The scores 14-14.
2-man.
First down at the 33. With the sack. Falcons signal for a timeout. They have 2 remaining. Second down coming up. Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. Rodgers from the shotgun. Running room. Has the first down and a whole lot more.
Well, there's under 2 minutes to go. Good job by the offensive ball carrier that time. He knows he can get no more yards. He steps out of bounds to stop the clock.
Rodgers by himself in the backfield. First down and 10. DJ Hayden is there and picks it off. As we near halftime, the offense has the opportunity to grab the lead heading into the break.
Well, I don't like their chances, and really both of these teams has been pretty sorry play so far here in the first half. They both deserve to go in at halftime tied.
Bradford's lining up in the pistol. The Bengals from the 32. Airing it out. The ball is taken out of his hands.
Well, sometimes when you have a talented receiver, you just got to put up with plays like that. He might drop a few, but when he does catch it, they can make a big play.
After the incomplete pass, it brings up second down. The corners retreating. Weaving it down the field. Intercepted. That brings the play to an end. The first half is in the books, and we're tied. Each defense matching one another play for play. Larry Ridley is coming up next. And the second half kicks off. Which team is going to break this tie? Makes the catch at the 7. Gets out past the 20 and brought down at the 24. The Falcons will try to put a little drive together and not give the football away, Phil, as each team sees to treat it like it's a hot potato.
Well, sometimes it is a hot potato. Did you know back in 1985, Jim, I set a record for fumbles in a football season? It wasn't easy to do, but I accomplished it. It was a lot of hard work, and I got it done.
That last running play was good for only a yard, so it's 2nd down and 9. Aaron Rodgers will be under center. Looking at every option.
What? That was unfortunate.
The offense needs 9 here on 3rd down after that incompletion. 3rd and 9 is the call. Complete. The defense does its job, forcing 4th down in a hurry. The Falcons are getting set to punt.
I think I should have positioned that.
Patterson's got a chance this time. Brought down at the 32. That return's good for about 5. The Bengals offense will try to set the pace early here in the second half with this game tied, Phil.
Yeah, they're going to try to set the pace, but listen, on the other side, this defense is aggressive. It's tough. I think the defense is going to get after them and maybe cause a turnover right here.
Ridley's got it. 1st down. Press coverage all the way. 1st down at the 47. Antonio Brown with the catch. That pass play picked up only 4. 2nd down and 6 coming up. Bradford's going to be in the pistol here. Is intercepted. He's brought down. Midway through the 3rd, and this defense has given the offense a great opportunity to seize command.
Oh, they have. And listen, I think right now you get to this time of the game, midway through the 3rd quarter, it's time for the offense to take advantage of an opportunity and go out there and make a play. If they do that, that's going to go a long way in winning this football game.
1st down at the 42. Rodgers going to take off with it. And incomplete pass that time as he threw it short. Failing to complete that one. So 2nd down here. Quarters formation here for the defense. Here's the handoff. Now cutting to the right side. Looking for some open space. Now 3rd and 5 after the run. The Falcons come to the line. 1st down marker is at the 48. Halfway through the 3rd quarter. Smith's going to pull in the bullet pass.
I was lucky. Sailed over somebody's head.
Coming to the line at the 35.
Bitter reads.
Aaron Rodgers back off the line. Shotgun formation. 1st down at the 35. Unbelievable catch.
Sometimes the receiver just has to make a great catch. That's what happened on that play.
In the red zone.
Oh, that's not what a QB do.
Always manage the football game. You got to be thinking about it all the time if you're the quarterback. It's a tie game. You're down in here in the red zone. Be careful with the football. You at least want to get 3 points out of this. Things get tight down here in the red area. I got to give the defensive man a lot of credit, though. In position, sees the ball thrown, and is able to get that hand up there and knock it down.
The Falcons come to the line with a bunch set. 2nd and 10. Makes the reception.
First down by the offense in the red zone, and, you know, if you're on the defensive side, you don't have to worry about deep passes anymore. You can be more aggressive and take some chances.
The defense is ready to plug up the middle here on the force it across for the touchdown. Late in the 3rd quarter and now taking the lead with that touchdown. And how big was that, Phil?
It was big. What a drive. What a good job by the offense. Terrific play calling. And what execution by the players on the offensive side.
That's fine. It's not going to go away. It's a good game.
The Bengals are ready to return the kick. Patterson's going to test the coverage here. And he's tackled just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line. The Bengals just gave up some big turnover points. Let's see if they can hold on to the football this time, Phil, because we know how crucial it is. We talked to the coaches about it this week. This was their concern with this team.
Well, if you want to stay on the field, you better quit turning it over, right, Jim? That's what the coaches look. You make mistakes on the field, they're going to be forgiving to a point, but you got to be smart, you got to be efficient, and get the job done. The Bengals look pretty confident out there on the field, don't they? And they're very calm, and they should be. That first down, they're right in this game. Don't look down the field for that big play. Just keep marching. The quarterback's picked up on something. He's changing the play here.
And they deck the quarterback.
Beautiful timing that time by the safety. That's what it's about. When you talk about blitzing, space the field properly so the safety has a lane to run into, and timing the snap of the ball. They did everything right that time. Good job of the safety getting that sack.
Looking to go down the field here. Incomplete. The Bengals will come to the line, trying to put together a scoring drive here in the 4th.
I'm going to send the mid blitz.
Now looking at 3rd down. It's Bradford out of the pistol. Double tight end formation.
The tight end runs a flat.
Final quarter underway now with this snap. And it's thrown incomplete.
Sometimes when you have a lead, your defense is on the field. You just want one of your guys to come through and make a play. That time, nice play by the defensive player. Now it's 4th down for the offense.
They bring back out the offense to go for it. Falcons will come out in the dime. The Bengals snap it at the 31. The Bengals turn the ball over on downs.
And it's game over. Well, it's 3 in a row. Just what we set out for. It's a shame he quit. But, pretty good game. I'm pretty happy. On our way. Should go up heaps. Yeah. It's got like 3 interceptions that game. Look at that, 20 intercepts, 20 sacks. 14 wins, 33 TDs. Need to add some more rushing TDs to that total. That would be nice. Oh well. That was game 3. Moving up the ladder.